Your Friends and Neighbors is a new Apple TV Plus series starring Jon Hamm. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. After being fired in disgrace, a hedge fund manager still grappling with his recent divorce resorts to stealing from his neighbors, only to discover that the secrets and affairs hidden behind their walls might be more dangerous than ever imagined. Jon Hamm gives a really good performance within this series. You can tell very early on with his divorce that he is struggling to connect with his two children. And the setup in the beginning of the show has this effect that he is fired from his job, his very wealthy job. He's kind of left in this space that he doesn't know what to do moving forward. A lot of bills are starting to pile up. His son wants a drum set. His daughter wants to continue tennis lessons. He doesn't know what to do. All of his money is quickly fading away. So he resorts to stealing from his neighbors. It's very quick. He's at a party one day and just uses the restroom, but ventures off into a bedroom and just takes a wad of cash. There's not really like this profound reasoning for starting to steal from his neighbors. It just happens, and then it becomes more addicting throughout the show for him, and he starts to be able to provide for his ex-wife and their children. But more things start to happen. He learns about his neighbors, learns about affairs, learns about their secrets, and then starts to get himself into some hot water. I really like Jon Hamm in here because you do feel that he's being weighed down by what happened with his ex-wife, trying to provide for their children, his job that he lost. Like, there's a lot that weighs this character down, and you feel that with all of the emotions very early on for Jon Hamm. So when he starts to steal, you don't really have that much of a reaction to it because it's very casual at first. But when he starts to steal at first, you really don't have this big reaction to it all, and it's very casual. But as the series does progress, becomes more intense as he starts to really kind of challenge himself. What can he steal? More money, watches, really expensive bottles of wine. And so he starts to test himself. That's where the series starts to rise, is the middle part of the series, as he becomes more aware of his surroundings. People are starting to pay attention to what is gone from their houses, but he really starts to push himself to the limit. And as we get used to Jon Hamm stealing more things, we start to understand this character and what he's going through, how he feels about his relationship with his ex-wife. He's quite broken within this series, and then also taking care of his sister. Some of the secrets that he does come across do feel a bit generic and typical, like it's just affairs with a different neighbor. Like, it's not something that's really deep or horrific. Starts to build towards the end of the series with more urgent affairs and secrets that these neighbors have. But for the most part, these secrets that he comes across, he doesn't even react so much to it. He just sees someone cheating on their partner, and that's it. Now he has to figure out how to get out of the house. That's where some of like the intensity lies within the show. But for the most part, these secrets that he does come across, like, it doesn't really affect him too much, and so in turn we don't really have like a big reaction to it all. Like, I'm not shocked by everything because all these rich people are having different affairs and they're losing money and different things like that. So like the secrets, like, I didn't really have that big of like a deal with it all. I felt like more connected to Jon Hamm's character and him stealing things and then trying to get his life together. It's a series that does manage to balance multiple characters, like his ex-wife and her current partner and their children, and then all of the other neighbors that he does come across. He's having a relationship with Olivia Munn's character and all the different neighbors in here. Like, you don't get to know them too much. You don't put so much thought into those characters because they aren't the most developed, besides maybe his ex-wife and her partner and Olivia Munn. Those are characters that I felt like had the most development. Other characters, they just kind of come and go, but he's stealing from them. And so we don't have to get used to these characters. You don't have to have so much thought for them or care so much about them because of the focus for John Hamm. There's a nice balance to his life now as a thief, but also his personal life with his relationship with his ex-wife, his job, trying to get everything back together. I feel like the show is not dedicated too much about him just stealing. It's also trying to progress that character, trying to better himself, get back to his job, and get kind of his life under control. So I like the aspect of the show that it's not just him stealing. I want to steal this watch, this expensive bottle of wine, all this wad of cash. The character is progressing throughout, and the character never feels stuck. Also quite likable. Yes, he's stealing things, but it seems very casual at first. I love at once that he wore a Criterion Collection hat, and whenever we showed John Hamm in his house, he was watching a classic movie that was a Criterion Collection. So that was a nice little touch to the character. But overall, Your Friends and Neighbors, I liked it. It didn't have like many big reactions, like big moments when it came to character reveals. I liked the character that John Hamm played, and I like that they were progressing this character. There was some urgency and intense moments when he was stealing things. Neighbors came home, he had to figure out how to get out of there. As he became more comfortable stealing, there was more like at stake for him, and I like that about the show, that it seemed casual at first, just picked up a wad of cash, left, and that was it. But the more that he stole, the more he put himself at risk, and more people started to become aware of everything, and that's where the series started to move forward, and it became more fun and entertaining throughout. How much can he steal and how much can he get away with? But also the character is quite broken. He's gone through a lot. He's still grappling with divorce of his ex-wife, and his children really don't pay so much attention to him. There's a lot that he's bottling in. He has these big outbursts at time about his relationship with his ex-wife, and the performance is really good. I highly recommend checking out Your Friends and Neighbors. At times it does move a little bit slow, but there's enough entertaining moments and a lot of urgency. Another great Apple TV Plus series. If you have Apple TV Plus, I do recommend checking it out. I'm gonna go ahead and give Your Friends and Neighbors a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for Your Friends and Neighbors, the newest Apple TV Plus series starring John Hamm. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.